Welcome back to the back nine of the Break 65 Challenge with the Wedge Guy. Again, your host, my name is Fick Naldo, and we are playing the back nine Fiddlesticks Country Club Loch Ness course. Darren shot a smooth 39 on the front. To watch all that, I had to drink a lot. If you haven't seen that video, I recommend clicking right up here and getting a couple beverages because you might need it. There was a lot of subpar golf, to say the least. But let's get in to the 10th hole, see what he's got to bring up the back nine. Now we're on to hole 10. This is a 403-yard par 4. Goal is just really to split the fairway. I got 3 wood because it keeps me short of that left bunker. I mean, not the shot I was going for, but it's totally in play. Well, we definitely have a much better start than last video. The first one, he hit it 100 yards right with an iron. We grabbed 3 wood, and it's in play. So we got a better start. I might not need 35 drinks this video. Second shot, I got 140 yards. Pin's tucked a little bit close to the water, but left of this pin, slopes right. So the goal is aim to be left of the pin and let it feed. That's definitely probably a smart decision, Darren, because you aren't exactly flushing it right now. Again, if you haven't seen the front nine, golf balls weren't exactly going where he was aiming. All right, I hit it directly where I was aiming for the first time all day. It was good yardage. I'm honestly not 100% sure if you can even see the hole. I just want to putt with it out. Downhill, breaking to your right, my left, going facing this way. And it's down grain, so it's going to be quick. Just got to match the line and pace like every other putt I've ever hit. I mean, I'd really love to look at that footage. It either broke a literal mile or I shoved that thing so bad. Well, we're going to do that here for you, Darren. We zoomed in nice and close, slowed it down, and by the looks of it, you actually hit a pretty good putt, surprisingly or not. But your read was absolutely terrible. You might need to work on that. So he was able to tap in for par. Starting off with a par on this back nine, much better than the front nine. Now we're on to a semi-narrow 11th hole. Let's see what he can do here. Now we're on to the 11th hole. This hole's around 400 yard, par 4. Road and everything left, water right. It's one of those holes you just gotta sack up and hit it straight. That is just so bad. And we're back to doing that again. That was one of the worst tee shots I've ever seen. I don't even know if it went 200 yards. That thing was quickly left. Good thing there was no cars coming because someone would have been in danger there. I hope it's in play. So this is where my ball ended up. We're in the ground under repair area, so I get a break, which is nice. This is like a freshly planted tree and they've been resodded and stuff. That was certainly a horrendous tee shot and I don't think I deserve to get this break. But it's the rules, so I'm kind of happy about it. I think I have really far in too. I might have to hit the second shot farther than I just hit that tee shot. You know, it is the rules of golf. You do get that drop, but boy, you do not deserve that. That was such a bad tee shot. You probably should be re-teeing, but somehow you got lucky here. Fade. That is like, oh, I think it's left of the green. I think it's way left of the green now that I look at it. It's honestly not the worst spot in the world for my birdie chip. It's not like the most straightforward shot. This is pretty steep downslope. This is pretty firm. I think I gotta go high into here because if I land it short, it just takes off. The chip in would go a really long way right now. Would go a really long way. Oh, I almost called it. Okay, maybe this is why they call him the wedge guy. His wedge game from 100, 120 yards today hasn't been phenomenal, but chipping here, saying something promising. All right. After that tee shot, I'll take a par all day. All right, nobody panic. We've got 2 pars in a row. Magical stuff. But now we're on to a par 3. Let's see if he can contain himself and maybe have a chance at a birdie. The 12th hole out here is a par 3, 179 yards. Wind is a little bit in off the left. So I'm gonna go with a soft little 6-iron. I don't know if it's soft enough, but it was a good swing. So in the beginning of this whole video, he did say that he was trying to break 65. It just seems like he's aiming at middle of the greens at this point. What is the strategy here? You're way over par. You need help. And you need to attack everything. It landed towards the back of the green. Maybe fringe, maybe edge of the green. So this one ended up in a fine spot. Anytime I got 6-iron, if I hit it inside 30 feet, I think that's pretty solid. Go. God, the line was so good. It's just so short. I'll be the first one to tell him, you gotta hit it with your purse next time. None of the putts that end up short go in. What are you doing, man? This is basically a roll for this guy. 3 pars in a row. This is big time. 65 is going to be a little tough because he's probably got to make a 1 on about every other hole coming in. But it's a lot better than the start last video. Let's just say that. Now we're on hole 13, which is a par 4. The card says 358, but I think straight on line, it's about 330. The wind isn't helping, so it's not reachable, but I'm going to try and get close-ish to the green. Oh my God, that is just close-ish to the middle of the lake. Oh, guys, doing this again. That was just horrendous. So I definitely went in the water somewhere right around here. I got 120 yards. There's no good way to get you to see swing and where it goes, so I'm just gonna drop. Not a great lie. Hit it, and then I'll show you where it goes. Make sure I don't fall in the water. You know, for this video's sake, I think you might want to. You know, some people click for you to play good golf. You decided to not do that, so jump in the water or something to make it a little bit more entertaining. Come on, man. Is it down? I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of like the rest of them, just not amazing. I mean, after that tee shot, all I could really hope for is a putt at par, and it's 100% what I got. So, I'll call it 20 feet, left or righter. Grain's going against the slope, which is weird, but I would love to run this one in. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That was actually a good putt. I've been dogging on him this whole time. That one actually looked like it had a chance to go in. Didn't go in, but it actually looked like he did something right there. That was such a good putt. I didn't see it going left at the end, which Grain's gonna take if it doesn't have any speed, but man, that looked good for so long. Well, we've hopped off the par train and we're hopefully not getting on the bogey train, but we've made 1. Let's see if we can do a little better on this next par 4 that I know is really long. Now we're on to hole 14. This is the longest par 4 on this property, 474 yards. Boundary left, property line left, house is right. It's not crazy tight, but it's long. You just gotta hit a good one. I'm nervous for this guy already. He's hit 2 drives this video, this 9, that have just been quick hooks left. There's a golf course left of this boundary line. Whoever's over there, they need a hard hat immediately. He didn't hit anyone on the left. Miracles. I mean, for a ball, for the fact that I've hit 2 left, that's kind of what I expected. but I think it bounced into the fairway. If I was gonna miss one here, that was the shot. That was the shot I had to hit. So the tee shot didn't bounce down to the fairway, but you know, totally fine. It's in play. The last one wasn't in play. So I got 198 yards. Wind is mostly just off my right. I think it's a fly or lie. What I found today is if I make the proper swing, I think it's gonna actually fly. If I make an improper swing, it doesn't fly. So I'm gonna bank on making a proper swing, take 7-iron, and just expect it to jump. Yeah, I would definitely say trying to plan on making a good swing is a good idea. Why did you have to explain that? Which, if anyone's been thinking, what do you mean by it jumps? It just doesn't spin as much. It goes up in the air, doesn't spin, flies a lot farther. That was like so close to not it. I mean, it has to be short because it curved so far. Well, I was walking around for a while looking for my ball. I found it. Let me give you a proper angle on what this lie looks like. Golf ball. No golf ball. Well, that is certainly a heinous lie. That thing is sitting so far down. This is really going to challenge his name of the wedge guy. Let's see if he can actually handle this. Sit, 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 sit. Well, I guess this means he's good at playing in the rough, if you know what I mean. So the par putt, it's uphill, breaks left. It's not, it breaks. It's not a little tickler. She moves. Apparently not that much. Well, I mean, that was the mega prom night special there. All lip, no hole. He is able to tap it in, though. We made another bogey. This is not the train I was hoping we would get on. But let's try and get off it. We're on a par 3 now. Not crazy long. Let's see if we can do something good here. We're on to the 15th hole now. It's a 173-yard par 3 pin in the front. There's a touch of wind behind me, so I've got an 8-iron. I'll do it somehow. It was a good shot. Believe it or not, I hit a good shot. So reports are telling me that before he hit this tee ball, he thought he was gonna make it. He just had this weird feeling, so maybe that makes sense why he finally hit one at the stick. It would have been way cool if you made it. I mean, got to do something for this video. You didn't want to jump in the water, so you're going to have to try and hole one out here and do a little better next time. Stay. I'm gonna be honest, it looked like another good putt. I'm surprised. I'm as surprised as you are, to be honest. So we've finally got off the bogey train. We made a par. Now we're on to a par 5 that I know gives him some trouble. There is out of bounds left, there's water right, judging by the fact that he's hit his driver off the planet all day today. This one should be interesting. That was so much better. Did you see that? He hit what? That one actually looked like he knew what he was doing. He might be turning over a new leaf. There's no way that's true, but you know, he hit one good shot. That's the swing I've been trying to make all day. The tee shot hit the absolute middle of the fairway, which is just a nice little relief. I got 214 yards downwind. I've got 6-iron, which normally you would think wouldn't be enough, but for some reason on this hole, I always find a little extra yardage. Yesterday I hit 5-iron with similar wind from 230 and it was pin high. So 6 just seems right. That is just so close to a good swing. So close, so close. I think he was going for another fade there. If we run back a little bit to the front 9, He tried to hit a fade the entire time there, and he hit a draw every time. So I'm not really sure why he's going back to the fade. It's just not happening on any of these. We did you the favor in speeding through him, talking about how far he just hit his 6-iron. Now he's got a chip that looks pretty manageable. Let's see what he wants to do here. Either way, eagle chip. It's gonna shoot right pretty hard when it lands, but it's uphill, so I got that going for me. Oh, it's low. It was just such good weight, but it's just a little low. But you know what? It's a birdie. I think I've been doing well on these par 5s. We finally made a birdie on this side. I know it's been a tough watch so far, but we have finally made something under par on a hole. He strung together a couple good shots somehow, some way. Now we're on to a par 3, 17, really long hole generally. So let's see what he wants to do here. The 17th hole out here is a par 3. I've got 210 yards. Same wind as the last hole. I feel super confident about the 6-iron now that I just had 214 on the last one. If I just get it to cut, it should be perfect. I just got to get it to cut. It definitely didn't cut, but it's going just left of the stick. I don't know yardage-wise, though. It looks pretty good yardage-wise. Shocker, he tried to go for another fade, and it didn't fade. Luckily, ended up in a reasonable spot. He's got about, call it, 15, 18 feet. We got to think that after a few of those other putts, this has got to have a chance, no? Okay. I really thought it would break. I didn't even hit hard enough, but I thought it would break. Excuse my language, but what the f was that? I mean, that didn't even sniff anything. That thing was so far left off the club face. So he taps in for another whatever par. I don't know, just nothing great going on here. We're on to the last, par 5, very risk-reward tee shot. Take off as much as you want or bail out as much as you want. You have quite a benefit of hitting up the left because it makes the shot a lot easier. Let's see what he wants to do here. How about right of all the bunkers? I mean, it's like totally fine, but I'm gonna have like 250 into the green. So here's the situation. 246, water short and left of the screen. Because I don't want to lay up, and you don't want to watch me lay up, I'm not going to lay up. I think if it was a tournament, and I didn't have to make eagle, I would lay up from here. But again, you don't want to, and I don't want to. So we're going for it. Well, I'm glad he understands that we don't want to see him lay up. That just isn't going to make for good content. So he's really going to have to sack up here and hopefully finish with some sort of good shot. Oh, I hit it pretty good. Go, 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 please go. I didn't see a splash, but I literally didn't see it land. Okay, so he's half blind. He couldn't see it land. Maybe this explains the read on the last hole. Just maybe. Just throwing it out there. Time to look through the rangefinder. Oh, I'm on the front fringe. Sick. Guy finally hit a good shot. I've never seen him so hyped. Let's just pray that he hits some sort of good putt here, or at least makes birdie. It wouldn't fit this video if that went in. I mean, it didn't lip out, but it was high burned edge. Right in the heart. Well, he did hit a fairly good putt at the end. Didn't make it. It just wouldn't fit this video, you know, if you made a putt at the end. So he ended up shooting a total of 74. Definitely not anything near 65, but it was a lot better than the front nine. I mean, I went through a lot of drinks the front nine. Back nine I was able to manage. It was good enough golf. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully when we come back to do this, he'll figure out how to play a little better, or maybe just fall in the lake next time to make it a little bit more entertaining. Who knows? But again, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.